Hi, I wish my I said, and we got the test and everything, and I drank some water. I couldn't go to the bathroom. I was drinking some water, and I was scared. My grandma was in the room to go take a bath and everything, and me and him were sitting in the kitchen. So I went upstairs to go to the bathroom and take the test. And hold on, and I took the test, and I barely peed. I peed on it, and I washed my hands. And when I took the test, instantly the second line, I was like, maybe it's a hair, and I moved it over, and it was there. And I was like, oh god. So I went to the hallway, and I saw him, and he said, yeah. And he was like, well, I wonder if that means you're pregnant. I said, if there's a line, I'm pregnant. He said, oh crap. So we were scared and everything. Went downstairs and asked my grandma about it. And then we were sitting there talking. I started crying. And to the kitchen. He was in the kitchen. I went to the kitchen and I said, I'm pregnant. The line got darker and I'm pregnant. And he said, oh, okay. And so, um, my grandma dropped me off at my mom's friend's house because my mom was over there. And so she dropped me and him off over there. And I said, I wasn't going to tell her because we were about to go out of town. And I wasn't going to tell her till we got back. And his name's Thomas. That's all I'm going to say. He said, you need to tell your mom. And I said, I don't know, I don't need to tell her. I'm fine, I'll tell her when I get back. And so I was gonna tell her and everything, and I was like, okay, fine, I'll tell her. So she was outside with her friend. I said, Mom, I need to show you something. Can you come here a second? And I got inside, and there's a little outfit of my mom's friend's kid. She was saying, so I was like, no, not that. And I pulled the test out of my purse. I pulled it out, and I gave it to her, and it said positive. And she was like, we'll talk about it later. So then he calls his mom and tell him. I said, don't do it over text message or anything. He didn't want to do it in front of her, so he didn't know how she was going to react. And so he did it over the phone. He texted her and said, I need to talk to you when I get home. Get back, lady. I'm sorry, my dog. So he did it all over the phone and everything, and he texted her and said, I need to talk to her when I get home. And she said, why? And he said, well, I don't want, who to know, which is his mom's boyfriend. He doesn't like him and everything, that's a different story. But, he ended up calling her and saying, well, I need to talk to you. And she said, well, Eddie's not around, which his name is, excuse me, Eddie. The E word is not here and not around. So just tell me. And so he told his mom, and his mom started screaming at him and saying, it's not your kid, she cheated on you, and all this crap. And he goes, no, it's my kid. If you want a DNA test, we'll get you. And there was all this trouble. So we went to me, my mom, and him got in the car. I was in tears, of course. And we got in the car, and my mom, we were talking to my mom and everything, and I was crying. Got him home. We are gonna drop him off, and we said, "Why don't you get some stuff and you can spend the night at your uncle's house or whatever." And he was doing that. He got his blanket and pillows or whatever he needed for the night. And then his mom ended up calling him when he got in the car and said, "Why don't you just come back and get the rest of your stuff tomorrow?" So she ended up kicking him out. So we're trying to figure out what we're gonna do, where he's gonna stay. So we had to call my dad, and my mom told my dad, we have a problem. Leanne's pregnant, and Thomas just got kicked out of his house. So my dad said, okay, do what you gotta do. So my mom we took him in, and my dad came and talked to us. He ended up staying with us, and so all that happened on the way to the trip. We had to tell him. My dad told his mom told my grandpa, and it's just everybody told everybody else practically. So I didn't really have to tell anyone. Oh, so and that's basically how my parents and baby daddy found out, and his family, yeah, pretty much how they found out. So I would say you need to tell your mom and your dad, whoever's, if you're pregnant, trying to figure out how to tell your parents, you need to just come out and say, I never really technically told my mom. I showed her the test. Which, yes, they're going to be disappointed because you're a little girl. So they're going to be disappointed in you. They're going to be all upset and everything, but they're not going to hate you. And if they hate you, they don't really, they're not there for you, then they don't deserve to be there. I mean, they don't deserve a good grandkid, basically. But they will come around, I can tell you that. But so far, I'm 11 weeks. I had an emergency ultrasound. I'm 11 weeks and 1 day, actually. And this is my baby. His head and his little arms, his body, and his legs are covering his part. Its legs is covering its part, so I don't know if it's a girl or boy yet. And then baby daddy has the other one, and he's living in a total different state as me now for a job, and so we'll see how everything's gonna go. Maybe we're not together. Me and baby daddy are not together. We're on break right now. Maybe we'll get back together, maybe not, but for right now it's the best. So for updates, I'll have to say, for my 11th week update, I would have to say I've been craving chicken, and that's about it. I always want chicken. I constantly want chicken all the time. But I haven't been really sick that much lately. Was at the beginning. I'm not really sick anymore. I've been tired. If I do too much, I get really, really tired and have to take a nap. But not as bad. It's kind of like easing off. But I haven't got that boost of energy people talk about the second trimester yet, which I'm close to being my second trimester and about to be 3 months. So, and 5 more days, I'll be 3 months, which will be cool. But so far, that's it. So I will do another video next week. Subscribe and like and lay down comments for any kind of videos y'all would like. If y'all want me to do a day in a life, I'll do that when the baby's born and everything. Alright? Deuce.